Hello, hello. Pay attention to the manager of the preview, this guy. It's Hull on Sunday. It's the final game of the season. So on Skype, we've got Howson, Adam and Carl. Now, Adam, question one. First thing we're going to talk about, who will we be seeing in a red shirt for the very last time this Sunday?
There'll be a lot of players leaving. There'll be players that I love leaving, like Falcao, like Van Persie. There'll be other players that will be staying that I don't think should be staying. But at the moment, I couldn't care less. After Louis van Gaal's speech yesterday, I'm so gassed for next season. I don't care who's playing for Manchester United. All I know is Louis van Gaal is the man to bring Man United back to success. And whatever players that is with, couldn't care less.
He is the man, but Stephen Howson, he has a Machiavellian approach to transfer windows. He doesn't care about sentiment. He got rid of Welbs. Is there anybody you're worried about?
Okay.
Obviously, I think Falcao's going, and I'm sad to see him go because I still don't believe he's really been given the chance to shine in a team that's playing football that's designed to actually get the ball to a centre forward. I think we will see the evolution of that next year, and no matter who we put up front, they're probably going to bang it in, lead people to say he's well better than Falcao ever was, because that's just the way our fans are. I think there's going to be a couple of shocks. Adam mentioned he thinks Van Persie's probably going to go. There's other players going to go, but the one I think could really go that would probably shock us the most is Wayne Rooney. Because I think he's a conundrum. He's not quite a number 10. For me, he's not quite a number 9. He's not got the agility or the speed to play leading the line like that. And I wouldn't be shocked if he went.
That is straight out of left field.
Shut up. I don't know who's going to be able to afford him, which is probably the thing that'll stop him leaving more than anything else, I would imagine. But I could honestly see him going. I'm not saying he will. I just think the way Van Gaal sets his teams up, I really could see him going.
Just very quickly, I want Carl's opinion on this. Just quickly, Howson, do you think Rooney would want to leave, or do you think Louis van Gaal doesn't want him?
I think it would because Louis van Gaal doesn't want him. Not to say he doesn't want him. I just think that the way he likes to set teams up, I wouldn't be surprised if he did go.
Okay, Carl, weigh in on this madness. No one saw this coming.
I mean, I would be a little bit surprised if he did go. But I mean, as we spoke about, Falcao waved practically as he was walking off the pitch the other day, didn't he? But I can also see a few players going out on loan as well. You got Januzaj. I reckon if he doesn't really get in a position to get in the top sort of first 11, he's going to go out on loan. I'd love to see him at a club like Everton. I know they've been touted a little bit as long as he gets Premier League experience, because I'd love him to go away, get Premier League experience and come back. I'd hate for it to be another Pogba. I would hate for that. But I can also see Evans going a little bit. He's fallen out of favour, especially with the old Spitgate thing. Before that, I've never really rated him. So I reckon Evans could go as well. So you got Falcao, Evans, Januzaj there for me.
Okay. Adam, Howson's opinions on Rooney. Go on.
I think that's a shocker, to be honest, because I do understand what Howson says. And I know he don't mean Rooney's off, he's going this summer, and he wants him to go this summer. But the way Rooney's been talking in the press, the way he was talking yesterday, the way he addresses the media about Manchester United, the way Louis van Gaal talks about Wayne Rooney, doesn't seem like that's the player that he wants to lose. If anything, that's the one player he doesn't want to lose, because he is our closest link to the success that we had under Sir Alex Ferguson. Obviously, if you take Michael Carrick out of that, who's been injured for a lot of the time. So I think we need Wayne Rooney at this club, and he's not going.
One player none of you have mentioned who's been linked to several clubs and an exit this summer is Di Maria. Do you think he'll play on Sunday? Would you play him? He's come out and said he knows he hasn't had a great season. He wants to do better. Adam?
He needs. I'd like to see him start. I put him in my team as well. I think he needs to start. I've been saying that for a long time, though, 2-3 months, that he needs to start, and the reason why he needs to start. But I do hope he stays at Manchester United, whether he starts on Sunday or not, because he is one of our best players at the club, regardless of form. He's one of the best players at our club. He's one of the best players in the league. And if we can get him back to the old Angel Di Maria, even the Angel Di Maria that started for Manchester United at the beginning of the season, then we got one hell of a player on our hands. So to let him go, especially when there's question marks over the likes of Van Persie, Falcao, etc., to let a player like Angel Di Maria go would be stupid.
Okay, Carl, do you agree? Where would you start him? Would you start him?
No, I mean, I wouldn't start him. I'd kind of stick with how we're going at the moment. I quite like Young out on a wing. I like Mata as well. I don't think either of them deserve to lose a place at the moment. Let him just play out this last game. But I also think that Angel Di Maria shouldn't leave because he's made, I've said this so many times, he's made for the Champions League. You saw what he did to win La Decima. He's made for that competition, and luckily enough, we're in it next season. It's nothing to celebrate, but it's a step forward. You've seen the level of performance that he can bring. Manchester United, traditionally, we need wide players. We've got Memphis now. Angel Di Maria would look great on the opposite side. As Housen says, that would provide more ammunition for the strikers next season.
Okay, oh, sorry.
Go on, mate. You're right.
No, finish the thought.
I didn't know you spoke Spanish, Cal.
I know.
La Decima, right. Christ.
Housen, you've got your hand up. You obviously want to get involved.
Right. In terms of Di Maria, I'm not starting him, but I just want to see him mix the team up and give him maybe a couple more debuts, play some youth, and just see the season out. Maybe even do Steve Bruce a favour because he seems to always do us one at Old Trafford. In terms of where I think Di Maria is, I think we should probably draw a line under his season for him. Okay. Well, he's obviously had. I'm not starting him Sunday, no, and I think he's obviously had trouble settling into Manchester. He's really close to his family. He's like besotted with his little girl, and I think the break-in at his house has probably affected him way more than anyone's taken into consideration. Yeah, I'd let him just draw a line under this season for him. Let him go and get on holiday, settle back into the city, give him a full pre-season, and I think we'll see the record signing that we've signed last summer really start to show something next season.
Okay, so you're not playing him Sunday. Who are you playing?
Oh, I have to get my phone to check. I'm playing Valdez in net because De Gea's going, and I don't see why we should give him more games.
That breaks my heart, how Housen's face looked when he said that. Broke my heart.
He's going, mate. He's going. I'm going to play Valencia right back or Rafael if he's fit. I'm not sure what the situation is on Rafael. Smalling, Jones, Rojo, again, if fit. I'm not sure what the fitness is on everybody. Blind in the hole. And then a bit of a young, fresher forward four of Januzaj on the right. Herrera and Mata, because the way they keep the ball is just something else. And I want to see Wilson on the left. A lot of people commented last time I threw this out. But there's reasons why I want to see Wilson on the left. And that's because the guy runs at people. And that's what I think we've lacked a little bit. He runs at people, and I think he will look to get behind the defence. Whereas that's one of the main things that I've had an issue with Young is that Young allows the defence to get set by checking all the time. When he checks and throws one in, that's a nightmare for everybody. And obviously I'm playing Falcao up front because it's going to be a swan song, I think.
Nice,
as much as it kills me.
So, yeah, I'm going to go 4-3-3. Valdez in net. It seems strange saying that. Rojo left. Jones after his super heroics in the week. Smalling, Valencia, Blind in front of them. Fellaini and Herrera. Then a front three of Young, Mata, and I want Rooney up front.
Okay.
Did Jones score the winner midweek? Did Jones score the winner against Arsenal that I missed?
No, but the diving header clearance.
That's not heroics. That's just Phil Jones here, man.
Right, Adam, do you like those teams?
I like him. It's sad about the hair, but I do think he'll be off as well. In regards to the Di Maria thing, sorry to go back on a point, but I think everyone's talking about Memphis and Di Maria being on the wings. I do think Di Maria could have a future for Manchester United in the hole, essentially, as well. So that leaves that space open for Mr. Gareth Bale to come in, doesn't it?
Well, if you say so. Right, let's talk about Holding.
In the
last game of the season, they've got everything to play for. In terms of position, it doesn't make a lot of difference to Manchester United. So, Housen, what are we worried about? Just that they're going to give it everything?
There's a potential that we're going to have switched off, which is why I would like to see us throw some youth in there, because when you throw youth in, especially in the latter games of a season when the season's effectively over, they're playing for places more so than a first-team player is. Yeah. Everyone's human, everyone switches off, and that's why I would like to see us go with a refreshed team as much as we can and try and put it on them and give... And Louis van Gaal obviously gives youth a chance, and all he has to say to him is, you know what I've done this season, next season starts today, so show me something and, put your name on that tour for next season.
Okay. Carl, give us some names. Who should we be worried about?
To get it going.
Jelavic, of course. He's their top scorer with about, 5 or something crap like that. But and Doy. But I want to watch Brady as well.
He's got more than Falcao.
I always like watching Brady. But it's a I think any time's a good time to play Hull. They're in turmoil, aren't they, at the moment? This Livermore thing's come at the wrong time for Steve Bruce. I feel for the lad.
It's the only positive they've had this season, Carl.
Wee, lads. And that's about it, really.
Okay, go on then, Mac. Final thoughts on Hull.
Oh man, I ain't worried about them, but they'll beat us, won't they? And I don't mind if they beat us and Newcastle go down. It's just one of those days, isn't it? United, season's over. Hull fighting for their life. Steve Bruce, ex-Man United man. Louis Van Gaal got pissed midweek. He's hungover. All the players have been on the lash. We're not going to win this game, are we? And as long as Newcastle go down and we have a party in Hull, I don't care.
Really quick before we go and do predictions, favourite memory of the year? Season, I guess. Adam, go, real quick.
Apart from jumping on Falcao at Crystal Palace, it'd have to be the celebrations for Falcao's goal at Aston Villa. What you reckon, Alison? Do you remember that?
I remember the guy throwing up on your back, though.
Go on, Howson, favourite memory?
I think my favourite memory, because it really made the hair tingle on the back of my neck, was when Falcao actually made his debut and he warmed up on the wrong end of the pitch and he eventually got a standing ovation and the whole stadium singing the Falcao song prior to him coming on. And that's what makes football special, and watching live football special to me is things like that happen in the stadium, and that's going to stand out for me for the whole season, I think.
No.
Matt Anfield, easy. Simple, straightforward, loved it.
Go on then, predictions, Howson, go.
That's Main Street now.
I don't know, get beat 2-0 or something.
Mac.
It's going to be 1-0 Hull. Newcastle down.
Carl?
2-1 United.
Okay, 2-2. It'll be quite exciting, and unfortunately Hull will still go down. Right, get your comments in below, subscribe to Full Time Devils, let us know what you think about Di Maria, who we'll be saying goodbye to on Sunday, and hopes for the transfer window coming.
Sam!
Yeah?
I just predicted a United defeat for the first time ever on Full Time Devils. What the fuck?
You did. Too bad. See you later.